NAMFL has no links with One Sambahayan. This is no response to an article in the Manila Bulletin published on June 15, 2020, linking NAMFL to One Sambahayan and impugning its independence. The article alleges the link since the One Sambahayan app's hostname server has NAMFL names in it, and the URL that contains the One Sambahayan link redirect to NAMFL voter registration campaign website that is still under development. Vote for Us, a project that enjoins people to register and vote in the 2022 national and local election and to disseminate the information about the coming election. The use of NAMFL name is what caused the ruckus. NAMFL engaged an independent third-party application development company for the project that uses its own test servers for the various projects, which happens to include the One Sambahayan app. To say that organizations using the same third-party servers are related to each solely because of such shared third-party server use is wrong and misleading. NAMFL does not support any specific political candidate or party, as it remains non-partisan. NAMFL continues to support ways to ensure the holding of honest, credible, and clean election and reiterates its call on reforms to make the election more secure, open, and transparent. Question by question analysis. What is the article all about? The article from Manila Bulletin alleges a connection between NAMFL and the political coalition One Sambahayan based on technical details like shared use of a server hostname and URL redirection. NAMFL's statement refutes this claim, emphasizing its independence and non-partisanship, as well explaining the technical reason for the misunderstanding. What are the issues from the article? The perception that the NAMFL, a non-partisan election monitoring organization, is affiliated with One Sambahayan, a political coalition. The technical overlap in server usage leading to confusion about the organization affiliations. Potential damage to NAMFL credibility and its mission of impartial election monitoring. Who are the actors involved from the case? NAMFL, the non-partisan election watchdog organization. Number 2 is the One Sambahayan, a political coalition endorsing candidates for the 2022 election. Manila Bulletin, the publication that released the article alleging a connection. Third-party application development company, the entity managing the servers and technical aspects leading to the overlap. What violation did the actors commit in relation to Republic Act 10175 and why? Explain. RA 10175 or the Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012 penalizes offenses such as cyber libel, identity theft, and misuse of computer system. Manila Bulletin, potential violation of Section 4C for cyber libel by publishing a misleading article that may have harm or NAMFL reputation. The article implies a false association based on technicalities without sufficient verification, leading to reputational harm. One Sambahayan or the third-party company. There is no direct evidence of intentional wrongdoing by these actors based on the statement. However, if any actor knowingly allowed misleading links or URL redirection without NAMFL consent, this could violate Section 4A5, misuse of devices by improperly using NAMFL's name in association with One Sambahayan. NAMFL itself appears to have acted responsibly by clarifying the issue and maintaining transparency. What are your takeaways on this assignment? Misinterpretations. In digital environments can lead to significant reputation risks, highlighting the importance of clear communication and transparency in technology projects. Organization must implement stringent measures to prevent unintentional association, such as proper server management and domain use monitoring. The media has responsibility truly verify technical claims to avoid cyber libel or reputational harm. Republic Act 10175 underscores the need for accountability in online interaction, ensuring that all actors operate within ethical and legal boundaries to preserve trust in public institutions.